I feel like I'm turning into Jack's films with how much I'm covering SSSniperWolf. Bear with me, guys. This is kind of an impromptu video. I was not planning to record at all today, nor do I even record on Fridays. I'm probably going to be all over the place with this one. So after a week of backlash, YouTube has finally decided to respond to the whole SSSniperWolf situation. I made a video yesterday titled SSSniperWolf Got Away With It, and it seems like I was a day early on the call, because today we found out that she actually, for real, got away with it. She got away with doxing Jack's films. Stick around because we're going to talk about YouTube's decision, their response, SSniperWolf's response, and what this means for creators moving forward. I'm not going to get into any of the drama that's happened throughout the past week because I've already covered pretty much all of it in my last 3 videos. If you want to catch up on the whole situation, I suggest you check those videos out. But I'll shed some light on what happened this past week and the backlash both SSniperWolf and YouTube were getting over the whole fiasco. But to keep it short and sweet and give you a synopsis of the situation, last Friday, Leah, also known as SSniperWolf, decided it would be a good idea to show up to another YouTuber's house and post it on her Instagram for her millions of followers to see, saying she just wanted to talk. She did this because she was mad that Jack was making fun of her shitty content for months now. She even threatened to get a restraining order against him because, quote, he's been shitting on me, unquote. After all this stuff went down, there was a massive backlash against her, leading to an old video of her asking children to do questionable stuff on camera, and another video of her asking an underage girl to flash her on camera resurfaced. The whole community wanted her banned or at least permanently demonetized on YouTube due to her actions, but YouTube stayed relatively quiet the entire week and said nothing besides, would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? Seemingly acknowledging the situation and dismissing it at the same time. Well, they finally responded. YouTube finally decided to put out a statement about the whole situation regarding Jack's films and SSniperWolf, and you can't even really call it a statement because they didn't even post it as a standalone tweet on their feed, but rather a fucking response under Jack's original tweet about the doxing. This is what Team YouTube had to say a week later, mind you, about this situation. Confirming SSSniperWolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this combo to a better place. Great response, YouTube. Bravo. YouTube, bravo. After a week, your response is to demonetize her temporarily? I'm gonna assume this is for like a week or two. And I called it. I freaking called it in my last 2 videos that if they ended up doing anything, it was gonna be like a temp ban or something, a slap on the wrist, nothing too damaging or permanent. They couldn't risk screwing one of their favorites for too long. After a whole week, this is all they came up with. And notice how they sneaked in the behaviors on both sides thing in there? Like Jack was the one who went out to her freaking house to dox her or did anything remotely equivalent to what she did. She committed an actual crime, and multiple crimes if you count the other infractions with the Omegle video. Yet the best solution YouTube could come up with was to temporarily demonetize her. So basically, YouTube just gave her a few weeks vacation at this point. All she has to do is not post while this thing is going on. Take it easy, relax, and then come back to make millions again after this sanction is lifted. The crazy part about this is that a lot of YouTubers have been completely banned from the platform for less. A few years back, Leafy made one too many videos about Pokimane, and that got him nuked off the platform for harassment. But if you're one of YouTube's favorite content creators and make them millions of dollars, then I guess you can show up at people's house, dox them, and only receive a temporary ban or demonetization for your troubles. And we know this has been a thing for a while on YouTube, but this was probably the most blatant example of favoritism displayed by YouTube ever. I don't want to be the guy that keeps saying I told you so, but I did. I called it. I said in my last video they would half-ass address the situation, give her a slap on the wrist, and move on as if nothing happened. And that's exactly what's happening here with the statement that YouTube couldn't even give enough of a fuck to put on their feed. That's how little they care about the community. They couldn't even stand on their word. I had to actually go find this tweet because it was in none of their pages. And obviously the community is lighting them up in their responses. Sensitive Society, one of my favorite YouTubers, shouts out to him, had this to say about the situation. I'm glad something was done, but this is a slap in the wrist to a multi-millionaire. This won't do anything to her. She should be demonetized for at least 3 months. Nerd City said, if YouTube employees actually watched YouTube, would that be too meta? Saberspark also chimed in and said, the punishment doesn't match the literal crime. Stop playing favorites and being deliberately cryptic. And he's right. The punishment does not match the crime at all, especially if you stack it with her other violations. Sam Procrastinate said, both sides Both sides? What the fuck do you mean both sides? Get the fuck out. And yeah, I agree. Like I said, this is not a both sides thing. This is all entirely on SSSniperWolf. And YouTube is dog shit for trying to blame Jack for the crime she committed. This thread is just full of tweets dunking on YouTube for the tone-deaf response to all of this. SSSniperWolf also put out a statement regarding the situation. How coincidental that she waited exactly a week, the same amount of time it took YouTube to also put out a statement for her to respond to the situation. Her statement reads, "Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable." No, she's not. She's not sorry. If she had been truly sorry, she would not have taken an entire week to respond to the criticism. She wouldn't have been saying she didn't do anything wrong, and her thought sister wouldn't have been out there defending her actions. I'm sorry to Jack's Film, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Jack's Film, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I'm sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflicts should be solved. Except that no matter how sorry you are, you can't take back the fact that his house is out there on the internet now. And your sister was out there telling people to Google his address when she was defending you. Being sorry to Jack doesn't change the fact that he can never truly feel safe again in his own home because you decided to post it out there for the whole world to see. Being sorry isn't going to bring him and his family peace back for as long as they live there. And he may need to move because of you. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. Yeah, no shit. It's what you should have done in the first place. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment. YouTube didn't really hold you accountable though. Giving you a temporary monetization suspension isn't punishment. He's still rich. She will be able to continue to make money after a few weeks from stolen content. And YouTube will keep pretending to have actually done something in this situation. Funny how it took for YouTube to pretend to hurt her pockets for her to put her ChatGPT apology out. And of course she was also getting cooked in her replies. The real Sully G responded, "We all know this isn't sincere. You wanted to do one thing, make someone you don't like feel unsafe in their own home. Congratulations, you did it. If you truly care about the entire creator community, do us a favor and please leave the platform." Everything out of context said, girl pulled up the ChatGPT apology. EPOSBox replied, "Sorry, but only apologizing the moment YouTube takes action renders any attempts at an apology moot. Get fucked." This decision by YouTube sets a scary precedent going forward for creators. It lets people know that if you're one of YouTube's preferred creators, you can get away with murder pretty much. This lets the community know that YouTube does not give a flying fuck about its creators unless they're preferred creators like SSSniperWolf. It's rules for thee, but not for me. Break the rules as much as you want as long as YouTube likes you as a creator. Because what are they gonna do? Give you a slap on the wrist and pretend like that solved the issue? It's not like YouTube has an image problem when it comes to applying the rules fairly and equally or anything. You so much as curse on another platform outside of YouTube, get your channel deleted unless of course you're SSSniperWolf. Then you're just free to dox people making fun of you. And that's how this works now moving forward. Anyways guys, that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and follow me on social media. The links are always in the description down below. And if you enjoyed this video, check out one of the videos right here on the screen. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.